So here's my second thought of the day for today. I've been holding on to this one as well. But the other day, I was in a small group study, and it was all about creating happiness and joy and where that comes from, and being blessings to other people. And one of the takeaways I wanted to kind of discuss or give my thoughts on was this idea of what makes people happy. And my pastor was talking about how, people think that money buys you happiness, and he says he knows a handful of billionaires, like a dozen or so, and he said that they all agree that money can give you conveniences. They'll make life easier, save you time and energy, but it doesn't give you fulfillment or happiness. And why is that? It's because happiness doesn't come from material things that you have or own. Happiness comes from helpfulness, is actually what he says. Happiness comes from helpingness. So if you are feeling sad and hopeless, usually the best way to solve that is to be helpful to someone else. And that's how we find meaning in our lives. How he mentions how meaning doesn't come from money at all. But when we add value to people's lives, when we make the world a better place, when we lift someone up, that's when people truly find happiness. He also mentions influence, and how influence doesn't come from power or money or status. Influence also comes from being a servant. Kind of like how this is like my spiritual beliefs. Obviously, I'm a Christian and I believe in Jesus. And one of the things that made Jesus so influential was that he was a servant. And same thing that he mentions, my pastor mentions that what made Gandhi or Mother Tereasa so influential, even despite not having so much raw power or money and status, was that when they talk, people listen because of their influence, and that came from their service. They served the marginalized, the people who the rest of society gave up on, and was a servant in that sense. And that's what made them super influential, is because they added value and helped other people, and they were greater than what other people thought they were, because of what they've done. And so servant or happiness comes from the helpfulness and that service. And another point was be a blessing, or you are given blessings to be a blessing. And so your blessings should be given to others. Like, you are blessed with either skills, talents, finance, power, authority, whatever. And those blessings, the point of those blessings is for you to be a blessing to other people. And I strongly believe that. I believe that the universe and God supports what supports life. And so the energy that you give out into society or into the world is the energy that you get back. And so if you want more money, you have to give more money. If you want more love and attention and energy, you have to give love and attention and energy. You get what you reap what you sow. You get what you put out into the world. And if you want more blessings, is what I've always learned from my pastor, and then from the Bible and everything, in my spiritual beliefs, is that the more you give out, the energy you give out is what you'll get back. And so I always think about that myself. If I always want more finances or more influence or more attention or more relationships or connections, it's up to me to give that out and to give that vibe into the world. And if I want more blessings in my life, I have to become that blessing to other people and to the world. And so that has a double, triple benefit, because by being a blessing to other people, you also find happiness and fulfillment and joy. And that's kind of really the whole point of it, right? So that's the thought of the day, is you have to really be a blessing to get blessings, but also, if you have blessings, to be a blessing to other people. And happiness comes from helpfulness, and what you put out into the world is what you get. So whatever you want more of, you have to put out more of that. So that's the thought of the day.